Rams and Seahawks will meet in Seattle. They will get the distinction of kicking off Week 5 on Thursday. The Rams won both meetings last year, but by a total of only 7 points. LA looking to win 3 straight games in Seattle for the first time in franchise history.
It varies. Different weeks, we feel different, so just depends on the week. Great defense. I mean, you got one of the best linebackers in, Bobby Wagner. Great linebacker, KJ Wright. And they got Clowney, so, still a great defense. Doesn't really matter, home or away, same stuff.
They've always been tough to play, just historically. I remember going to St. Louis, and it was always tough to play there. And then just the Rams have been good the past few years. They've been really special. So they got a great team. They got every guy you can imagine. They got a lot of great players and everything else. But it's about us doing right. And we felt like last year we could have won those 2 games. Really, to be honest with you, we had some mishaps there at the end, and they can't happen when you're playing a great team. So every game's a championship game for us. But I think also too, when it's the NFC West, you want to do everything you can to solidify yourselves within the division.
The Rams put up 40 points and over 500 yards of offense, but that does not get at the underlying problems with this offense. Jared Goff threw 3 interceptions, including 2 when he was under duress. Todd Gurley scored twice, but only carried the ball 5 times for 16 yards. That was the fewest rush attempts Gurley has ever had in his professional career. Dan, when you look at this Rams offense, where do you land as to the level with which it's functioning?
Well, everyone wants to ask questions about Jared Goff, and that everyone wants to ask questions about Todd Gurley. But when you watch tape, it's this offensive line that's struggling, and it's really first down runs. This is a team that used to be so good on first down running the football. A couple examples, 1st and 10. They want to run their outside zone scheme that sets everything up to the left. Receiver and tight are going to fold in, cut off the backside. And initially, this is going to look like a great play, and you're going to get a bunch of yards. Malcolm Brown, look at the space that he's going to have to the outside. But really, the story is one guy holding this offense back in their run game. The guard is going to get beat to his spot, and it takes what was going to be a 7, 8, 9-yard run into just a 2-yard run on first down. 2nd and 8 is not a play action down. Another example of outside zone to the tight end. You're going to get a couple down blocks, and this guard is going to pull out. 1st and 10 again. You get an option of Malcolm Brown. There's some space out there if you can get to there. But 3 guys now are going to get beat on their blocks. Nowhere for Malcolm Brown to run, and a 1st and 10 run to try to set some things up on 2nd down really becomes a 1-yard gain or at the line of scrimmage. And here's the thing. In 2017 and 18, when Sean McVay took over, this team on first down ran the ball at almost 5 yards a clip. So what does that do? 2nd and 5, I can play action you all I want, and you hit all those big play action passes. This year, they're averaging about 3 yards a carry on first down. Play action is no more a part of their program. They became a drop-back offensive football team, and that's not who they are, but it's really because this offensive line is struggling to move people and get on their locations in their run game.
Where's the straw that stirs the drink?
Okay.
All right, we can't have a game where Gurley gets 5 attempts, whether the line's not blocking or not. I mean, we've got to run the ball more than 5 times with this running back. And if he's not hurt, feed him, because the Rams, your operation looks wholly different when he's getting the ball. Get him more attempts, get him more carries, and make sure that offensive line gets cleaned up, because you're right, they're not giving him the room that he's accustomed to, but they have to be committed to the run game.
What's interesting there, Coach, if he's healthy, and I understand they won't disclose everything, nor should they, and we are not privy to all the medical information, but at some point, at what point do we say this is serious in terms of Gurley's long-term professional
Todd Gurley
health?
Is not healthy.
He just can't be.
I watched this kid at Georgia. I watched him in his first couple of years in the league. And one thing he has a degenerative knee. I had it. It does not get better. I don't care what you do, what type of treatment you get, you have a degenerative knee. I used to go get shots before the games on Sunday to add padding in between the bones on my knee so I could get through the week. That's just what I did. Like, no sympathy or anything. The position he plays, it's almost paramount that Todd Gurley has been able to do what he's doing up until this point. He had ACLs in college as well. Todd Gurley, and you speak about the play action and the offensive line, and the same with you, Coach. Usage is a big part of it. You have to limit his touches if he's going to make it through a 16-game season and then try to have him in the playoffs. And beyond that, you can't use him the same. You remember this offense when Todd Gurley was rolling, dinking it out to him, screen game. He was the guy. Like that's almost like Dak being without Zeke Elliott. That's what Jared Goff is going through right now.
Very similar situation.
That's why I used the stir.
That's why you
I borrowed Jerry's line.
Coach.
Jerry Jones.
Absolutely. And it's super unfortunate because he is such a tremendous football player, but he's not healthy.
It just makes sense at this point. And again, with the Rams, a team built for the postseason, it is a long regular season, much less what comes after that, which is clearly their objective.